my God. Hey, friends, let's try this again.
Oh my God, take 2.
Take 17. Thanks so much for being here and letting us know that there was no audio, so this wasn't just an hour of silence and our animated faces.
Listen, it's still good content.
Look, teching my own stuff. What you missed was essentially
self-production, okay? Yeah. Sarah's been doing this for 4 years, pulling it up from the swashbuckling bootstraps herself, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
And now you can hear us about it.
Yeah, now you can hear us. Frankly, the first 5 minutes were really me just bitching about overtaxing my system. Yeah. Boy, I love running OBS. Y'all, one of these days I'm going to do behind the features of just how I run shit, and I'll have so many people being like, let me help you fix this. Because clearly the 5 screens I'm operating are not helping. Anywho, welcome.
Too many.
Welcome to a day
Hi,
with Destiny.
thank you.
Thank you for being here. This is our new interview show where we get to know cast members of the Roguelike Rumbles, and we are starting with the incredible Beverlee. The Beverlee. That's why I said it weird.
Beverlee. That's my friends like to say.
Oh, good. The other thing you missed was me saying she's like practically the original cast member. But we will get into that as soon as Now Audible. You tell us about your favorite dice as a little icebreaker.
My favorite dice are these dice I got the Obscure Distillery Experience in LA. They sell these spirit flavored candles that when you burn them down, they give you you have a little rocks glass as the container, and there's a dice at the bottom because they're made by Cantrip Candles, which specializes in dicing candles. And the 20 has the little eye symbol, or it's like a key of the Obscure Distillery.
Oh, that's cute.
And they have never rolled above a 10. So I never use them, but I look at them and I hold them and I enjoy them as one must when it's a beautiful dice. It will not roll well.
Fantastic. I really do want to get there. Not plugging somebody else's thing, but I hear good stuff. So
it's fun.
Fun to know they have cool dice too. As we also said, well, I'm totally muted. Anybody who wants to sponsor us, feel free, and then we'll talk about you more and on purpose. Anywho, I'm going to drop this link one more time. This is, like I said, it's an interview show, but it's also open to y'all. If you have questions for today's guest or if things come up, you can either drop them straight in the chat if you're with us on chat, or if you want to be totally anonymous or make it like we have more audience members, feel free to ask it through the form, and then that'll be anonymous. It is on ye olde Google, but you don't have to put your name or anything on it if you submit a question. So feel free. But first, we're gonna get to know you because this is like a date.
Cool.
Because I'm Destiny and you're on a date with me.
Okay.
Great. Tell me about yourself. Give me your ASL.
So I am,
or whatever you feel like sharing,
in the middle of the desert. No, just kidding. What about me?
Yeah. More about you. Tell me more specifically. Orient yourself in the tabletop space. When did you get involved with D&D?
Sure. I have been chomping at the bit to play D&D forever because of my interests as a child and an adult. Because I just love medieval stuff and nerdy things and Lord of the Rings and all those things. And in high school, I did improv and had an incredible improv teacher that started that love really young and continued on into college and everything. So I was dying to play D&D, which was a combination of medieval and improv, plus math. So I finally got to play with some friends in 2016. I think I realized recently was the first time I ever played. And then in 2019, my friend T. Wade pitched me doing a podcast together that was a one-player D&D campaign where they are the DM and I am the player. And we literally just finished that last year after running it the entirety, starting from late 2019 and on. And it was so fun.
So you were already podcasting before COVID.
I was podcasting. Yeah, we were already digital because they didn't live in the same city as me. And we're like, do we just keep doing it? Things are scary. And that season, I constantly forget happened. And we found out later it was because it was the season we recorded in 2020. My brain was like, you know what? Don't make memories right now. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
You don't need any of that. Ironically,
season.
yeah, the lost season. Meanwhile, it was like the Pick Your Poison Origins, where we were doing drunk theater trying to cope on YouTube.
That's right.
Yo. So in that essence, you are not an original cast member, but
that's true. I was never part of the digital Pick Your Poison, but
goddamn, wish not that who could I have replaced you with? I loved all the cast members we had.
Yeah,
but
they were great. But you were doing Shakespeare, right?
We were doing Shakespeare, which is your wheelhouse,
which is another of my niche interests.
Yes, incredible. So bummer we missed you for that. But when I was moving to the live shows. Please tell me, how did you get a hold of the backstage link that you, or you straight up email? I think you
so what happened was, I was a few weeks before you posted it. I had been at a birthday party for someone I didn't know because my friend Omar Najam was like, "Come to this party. You need to meet Kiri. You guys have everything in common."
Incredible.
And then I met Kiri and Angelique, friends of the show, friends of the business. No. And I added them both on Facebook after spending a lovely evening talking Shakespeare with them and geeking out. And truly like a week or 2 weeks later, Angelique posted, "My friend is casting this thing. There's either a live D&D show or like a Ren Fair singing show." And I was like, okay, I like both. Let me just put in my materials and like put me where you need me. Having been in LA for a while, just feeling like, well, I'll never hear from this. We'll see what happens. And then lo and behold, like getting a callback, getting a interview, like you, and it was off to the races. I was like, I hope I get something nice. And then I was part of it.
I was like, I need Beverlee in everything. I need Beverlee always.
And at first I was like, oh, they don't want me for the D&D show? That's fine. And then I was like, oh, I'm in like the permanent cast. I like figured that out pretty quick. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah. That was a tough choice because I was like, I mean, it wasn't a tough choice because I knew I'd put you in the Rumble eventually.
Yes, but
totally. Yeah. It was an instant click. I kind of debated pulling up the clip for today, and I was like, I can't. There's too much. I already struggle with the tech.
Of the interview, or
I have your interview.
Amazing.
Still
video.
saved.
That's right. Yeah.
Call back via Zoom. Sort of. Well, we did a little interview, and then because
we sang in a park.
Yes, because I was interested in you for the pub sing, and it was still kind of COVID times. Yeah. I was like, where shall I have group of strangers meet and sing with me?
Yeah.
So picnic table at a sketchy little park somewhere in Burbank, I think.
And then my group didn't show up, so it was just you and me.
Just honestly, great.
I think you had to harmonize with me. You're like, all right, you sang and I harmonized with you. Yeah. And I was like, this is great. Yeah. It's like, this is ideal, actually.
I was like, well, I have to have her in the pub sing. Can't do without.
Friendship acquired.
100%. Yeah, no, and then after that, I was just like, and will you be my friend?
And will you also be my friend? That's how I felt.
Great. I'm so glad.
I was like, Sarah knows all of these songs. Like, that was what was so interesting about pub sing in particular, because I had been to Ren fairs, but maybe like twice. Yeah. And every time I'd been, I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And so like you and DW and even Avon, but especially you and DW, knew this like catalog of songs, and I playing catch up for those first couple months. And now I feel like I have them all, and I'm like, now I am them. Yes, I have the catalog.
You have become catalog. Yeah, no, and it's crazy. Like, I know we'll get back to the D&D of it all, but also this is just fun for like, we're interviewing PYP cast members. It is what it is. We have now oriented like other people into that, and now you're part of the process where it's like, we have 30 songs that you have to know in like 2 weeks. How comfy are you? Let's go.
I promise you, one of them is Queen. You'll be fine. That's my new thing. I'm like, we're gonna go through all these, and then let's just do the Queen song for a second.
That's just a parody of Pink Pony Club. You're all right. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
Anywho, So then your first Rumble was not actually till the last game of the season.
That's right.
Which
I was like, oh, they really didn't want me.
I very much wanted you, but you were one of those people at that point, because
a lot.
One was casting you a lot because that first year we were doing pub sing every month.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And so I was also a little bit trying to spread not the wealth, because we certainly were not making money.
Spread the coin.
Sure. The handful of dollars.
Yeah.
But also it's because like I kind of knew I had you in the pocket, and I was like, when I need a person, I have and you're such a good chemistry match with other people.
I know.
That when I'm playing the people Tetris, it's very easy to go, and Bev will work here.
It's that improv, baby. The best thing about improv is you got to listen. Everyone, well, not everyone. Sorry, that's wrong. But a lot of times when adults learn improv, when people learn improv for the first time as adults, they are more aggressive and talking over each other. But because I learned it from so young, when I was in school, like listening to my teachers all the time, listening came more as a second nature, and also just my personality. But like that was instilled to me very young, of like the most important thing you can do in a scene is listen and then respond, as opposed to like make a good joke, which is sometimes how improv is taught in this city. Yeah. Not so much anymore, but
sometimes I think just how we all feel, especially the live show D&D of it all.
Yes.
It's certainly for me, it's that constant like weight of we're in like, you can tell there's a void, and it's one of them going to fill the void, and they're not filling the void. Well, then I better fill the void. And then especially when I'm the DM, I feel like I talk way too much, but
it's that like theater warm-up game where you have to count to 30 without saying it at the same time.
Worst.
Oh my God.
It's so good, but it's so bad. It sucks.
Yeah. My back always is like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
but
hyper vigilant.
Yeah, it's that thing.
Yeah. Or for me, the one we did in stage combat, which was catching koosh.
What's that?
Koosh balls.
Yes, good.
And the anticipation of, is it coming to me? Is it my turn to reach for it? No, the person next to me has definitely got it. Don't put your hand in their face.
Yeah.
That trust of knowing when it's your turn to catch or throw, or that was intense about improv. Awesome.
I think about it a lot.
Same. But you do also produce other shows.
Yeah.
Just riff on that for a while. Tell me about the other stuff you do. Tell me everything.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I've been doing so much in the past 2 years, especially. We have me and my creative partner Ari Stim have like created these really cool like shortcuts of classic plays that he's put together, and then we've helped put them on their feet. We did a Christmas Carol this Christmas, and now we've been doing my baby, which is radio roguelike, where we do radio play versions of Shakespeare plays. And we've just been making this really great experience of a night. We've hired this jazz band that backs us up, and there's like a live jazz set before, and they play music with us. They're gonna sing a whole song with us in the next show. We're gonna do Much Ado About Nothing soon in February, which you may recognize two of the actors in if you're watching this interview right now.
One of whom is the really tight, super niche Ursula character. Cool.
Ursula.
And one is the fucking lead.
I'm Beatrice.
Cannot wait. Hyped.
So it's just been such a joy, because I do a lot of bar Shakespeare in town, but it's been really nice to be able to do just one of my own and get to cast all these people I've worked with in other Shakespeare shows about town and from Pick Your Poison people. So it's just been really exciting.
There's a huge cross-pollination there.
There is. Turns out nerds love Shakespeare.
Boy, do we.
Who would have thought?
Crazy. I mean, yeah, truly. Again, we started with Shakespeare and then
I know, that's so
evolved
funny.
into this. Well, technically we started with Wild because that's my jam, really. But
which one did you do? Importance?
Oh, Ernest, obviously. Because it was drinking games, and Ernest is the one where you can guarantee there's one word said over.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It got a little harder as we started.
I've never done that show, but I love it.
Okay, well, I know what I'm casting you in next.
Let's do it.
Because honestly, you'd slaughter either Gwendolyn or Cecily.
Or the boys.
Either way.
Let's be honest.
Or the boys. Let's crisscross it. Even better.
Or the boys. Either way.
I think though you're an Algernon.
I know.
But the girls, I think you could go either way.
Yeah, I could do that. You're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Meanwhile, I just waiting to age truly into my final form, which is Lady Bracknell.
You
Anywho.
are. I'm ready for it.
Happening. I've already done I did Gwendolyn. I did Miss Prism.
Oh.
I gotta Pokemon it up.
You gotta do every evolution. That's how I feel with Beatrice. I feel like Beatrice is like my perfect age bracket right now.
You're exactly in the right moment of who you are for it. Incredible.
Can't wait.
So yeah, everybody, you should come out and watch the Radio Roguelike. Okay, but thinking about Radio Roguelike, and all the stuff you do with us, where is your joy though? Is your joy in the production of it, or much like me, are you producing because you want to do the thing and you want to be in it?
I mean, it's a great question. I love performing. It's mostly that, but being able to like pull together the right group of people for the right thing. And frankly, it's been interesting to see what audience shows up based on what I do to bring people out to those shows, because I do a lot of stuff. And so I have to be really careful about how I advertise it all, because I don't want to burn people out. But everything I invite someone to is because I think they'll genuinely like it. And that's part of producing as well, which is like, I'm going to create this great event and I can't wait for you guys to come see it. But I love to perform. If I could sit back and be on a beach performing, that'd be great. But ain't that just the way?
Yeah, somebody else do the work and then I'll show up and do the fun part.
Yeah.
Which is also work, but like, I don't know. I've been watching all the behind the scenes stuff about like Frankenstein, and I'm like, I don't want to do film, but my God, would I love just to be in a space where all I had to think about was getting deep into the character and like, how do I think about being nothing and now I'm a new being and now I get to perform these words and these scenes as a new being, like,
with Guillermo.
With Guillermo. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to be in film, but if he asked me to, I would. For him. Okay.
I'll call him. I'll call him. Yeah. I'll be like, Guillermo, she's in. You gotta cast her. She's ready.
I did the little Zoom interviews. It
went really well. She wants you to call her.
Incredible. Okay, but you are a film actress.
I am.
Film or theater?
Oh, no. Wait, no, what?
Trick question.
No. It's hard. Are we counting TV? Are we counting TV and film?
We are, but let me make it easier, because I don't like film. Other than like, I love to be in a walking lamp, but the few times where the camera was truly on me and I had to say shit, hated, bad.
Yeah.
What do you love about film?
God, I love that you can do it and then share it. I love that instead of like, as much as it is awesome to be in the room with something and to watch heartbeats, as one actor once said to me, and I loved, and to experience something truly in the moment, it is also awesome to have something recorded that you can then share over and over and over again while making more things. Like you can be in the middle of making new things while someone's watching your other thing. I was in a feature film last year that we shot 4 years before that. So it was like bizarre having my friends and family watch this thing that I truly did in 2021 while I was like
my brain, the bride
Love
one?
at First Bite. Yes. The bride one, the Love at First Bite. I play a bridezilla, which was also very funny because it was like two sisters. One was a kind of a weirdo and one was a bridezilla who likes makeup. And I was like, that's my character, I guess.
For sure.
I'll work on it.
That's crazy. I mean, you are immortal, because honestly, I thought that was filmed much more recently.
I know. When I saw it, I was like, I wonder if this is going to look like me at all. And I was like, got him.
Still
got him.
does.
It's all that vampire blood. So like there is something, there's like a big rivalry between sketch and improv people. Not big rivalry. Some sketch people have beef, is the truth of it all. But somebody brought that point up to me, which is like improv shows you can see and then they're gone and they're ephemeral, but sketch can be forever, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Is okay, would the dream ever include SNL, or you're like on a different path and not interested?
No, I used to really want to be on SNL, and then I realized that it is purely sketch, and you mostly have to write or pitch yourself as a writing prompt to be in sketches. And Lauren, call me, like, I can change my mind, but that's actually not my strong suit.
Lauren, we got her. Okay, she did we're on Twitch right now, and she said yes.
Like, it's amazing to see people I worked with in UCB like on SNL like this year, especially. And I'm like so proud of them and like so happy for them. And I watch it and I'm like, I still don't want it. Not even from like how difficult that job can be, because that there's accounts everywhere about how difficult that job is, but just it's not my wheelhouse. My wheelhouse is making instant connections in improv scenes and having a good time on stage. And it's just not what SNL is. You have to be it's a whole different knife sharpening. You have to be like political and funny and interesting and cutting, but kind. It's a really tough thread to weave. So I'm not a sketch person, but I'll act in them. I just can't help you.
All right. Fair. Okay, so I'm not gonna pit Pub Sing against Rumbles because that's unfair, obviously.
Obviously.
But I am gonna ask. Dread or Rumble?
Dread.
No offense to the Rumbles, but
no offense to the Rumbles. Obviously. I love working together. I love to have a friendship.
Yeah, and a storyline.
Fun because my first character at the Rumble was a menorah who just wanted to make friends.
Yo. Well, we'll get there in a hot second, but first I have to ask the secondary question, which is like, okay, so Dreadful over Rumble, Dungeons and Dreamgirls or Dreadful?
Dungeons and Dreamgirls.
Because the titties.
Because there's titties. There's titties, but also, you know, live D&D has a big problem, and it's that sometimes you can zone out. And Dungeons and Dreamgirls, for an audience in particular, Dungeons and Dreamgirls, impossible. No. Couldn't possibly zone out. God, even if you're barely following the story, you're still like a super active listener. And as a performer in that audience, that's so fun. I feel like I get a lot more laughs, and I feel like I'm on a whole different energy level. It's an energy level more similar to the Rumble, as you're sort of churning through piece by piece. But I love Dungeons and Dreamgirls.
I do too. I mean,
I don't think I've ever worked with Alan. But I was just gonna say, and I love watching Alan cook.
Luckily, he's not in the next Dungeons and Dreamgirls, and neither are you. So that means the two of you could be in the next one.
Oh, we could be in the next one. Okay, cute.
Yeah.
I'll keep that hope alive.
Tetris. No. Alert. Like, you will be seeing Beverlee and Alan share a stage on February 22nd for the next Pub Sing.
Pew, pew, pew,
so all you nerds, get out there. And it is relevant to D&D because we sing songs about D&D. So
there are D&D songs. At least 2. Minimum.
At least. Sometimes more.
There's a lot.
Depends on the night. Okay, but let's do deep lore. So, Menorah. Talk to me. I think, okay, let me talk to you first. So that first year started in June, went all the way through, only missed August. Oh my God. Why God?
My God is a vengeful God.
That's what we're going to come back on. It's going to be us just singing. Twitch stream looks like it's back on my end. Woo! I'm going to call that a success. Great success.
Great success. We'll call it a 15.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, just take
it
a cute
succeeded.
little intermission there.
Little intermission.
Bikes on bikes. Welcome back, friends from internet hell.
Welcome to the Twitch stream where we tied the Ethernet cables together and wanted to see what would happen.
I'm just doing a little Frankenstein of my own, trying to catch lightning out here. Anywho, for those of you joining this interview truly in progress, feel free to ask Bev any questions you want on the Twitch chat or on Google. Let's strain all the internet. I'll keep refreshing the Google Doc and see if questions come through. Anyway, we were about to talk deep lore, so I want to know. I was explaining that I basically railroaded you into a holiday character because we were doing a holiday show because they weren't supposed to be in the championship, so it didn't matter if we did crazy, silly holiday characters.
Goofy guys.
Yeah. How did you come up with what came out, which was menorah?
I said, I want to be a menorah.
Perfect.
And I said, what's a menorah gonna be in D&D? And then 2 minutes later, I said, a light cleric. Actually, that's not true. I texted my friend and was like, I need something fiery to be a menorah with. And he was like, light cleric. And I was like, thank you, chef. And then I continued to do it. And then menorah was born, excuse me. And I knew that I wanted them to be nice, but also love fire. I knew that I was going to get around the bodies have to, because part of my brain is producer brain. So it's like, how do I make this an attacky character so that the Rumble can do what the Rumble must do? And I was like, menorah loves fire, and they keep setting the monastery on fire, and that is why the monks sent them to the Rumble, to get their fires out.
I love that you're a menorah from a monastery?
Yeah.
Okay. No questions. No further questions.
Why would you ask? I'm the cleric. The whole thing.
You did also come out with the most incredible costume.
Yes. To the point that my costume was, how do I even begin? I got a menorah crown and then I cut the candles off and I sewed them into so they could be on my arms. The goal was always to make my candles each, and I succeeded on that.
Incredibly.
And then I'm not good at makeup, but I did like a makeup test with myself in my house of how do I make my face look metal, because I knew I was going to be a construct because I'm a menorah. And I like drew like just truly lines and then like fake little screws. And then day of the show, you told me the story. Do you want to tell the story of John leaning over to you? John leans over to Sarah in the middle of the show and goes, this person playing menorah is really good. Who is it? She's like, John, that's Beth.
Beverlee, who you've watched
every month this year.
Every month. Sing music in your bar. Although, to be fair, he probably only, heard half of it because he hates the pub singing.
He doesn't like to hear singing.
He likes to hear singing, just not pub singing. Yeah. He's here for karaoke.
He's here for karaoke. Yeah, it turns out when you make your eyebrows black and you look like I do, you look like a new person.
Whole new being. God, that's whole so funny. I freaking forgot. Yeah, no, you were like steampunk giraffe does Jewish.
I was steampunk giraffe. Baruch-atah, a giraffe.
It was very good. It was very good. But then, okay, very graciously, you chose to come back.
Yes.
Still as menorah, but not at holiday time.
No, it was still holiday time. Am I crazy?
No. Oh my God. Were you also in the next December one?
I was in the next December one, and I think you apologized profusely. And I was like, why are you apologizing? I'm just going to be a menorah again. There's no losing. I get to be a menorah.
Again. And once again, though, I think it was so funny because that was like the ramp out of me trying to go like, okay, but guys, in case you do win the championship, you don't have to be a Christmas thing. And we got your drunk uncle and the little drummer boy and you. And
then it was Roman Holiday.
Was Roman Holiday in your second one? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, wait, no.
No, Roman Holiday was your first one because you fell in love.
That was my first one because we fell in love.
Roman came back for summer. That's what I was thinking of. Yes. Roman was then in a summer battle.
No, because they taught me snow stuff for the second time.
So you guys,
so it must have been Gug Grinch.
Fell in love. No, Gug Grinch won.
Was the first one? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
God, I should know these. Yeah, who else lost to? It was T. We brought in T Wade, and T Wade was the bear.
I think it was the wizard. Am I wrong?
No, wizard was from the first one. Solar was in your because it was you, Solar, as
yes, it's all coming back to me. It's been 4 years.
The other wizard he did. He's done two wizards with very similar names.
Very similar names.
But only one is a champion. So Castigar Sandstar is champion. Yes. I forget the name of the other one, but his first wizard.
T Wade was just a teddy bear.
Yeah,
That's right.
just a teddy bear.
Because it was crazy for both of us to be on stage. Because at that point, we were like, you know, deep into our podcast. So our back and forth is quite fast. And everyone else is just like, oh, okay.
Trying to catch up.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. But also, that's why it was really fun.
It was.
Because the two of you don't play a lot of live D&D.
No. And T doesn't usually play. I mean, they kind of play. Yeah. They because it's a one player
plays the most.
I was gonna say they play the most. Let's be honest. They just don't get to make selfish choices in our podcast.
True.
They make story choices.
They made a lot of selfish and fun choices in the Rebel. It was insane. Actually insane. Genuinely insane. And someday I'll have them on to talk about their other crazy character choices, but that is not today. Yes. Okay, but you finally retired Menno Ra.
Finally.
Season 3. Mm-hmm. I have to do math right now.
I have to.
And you brought back your new and incredible and now a champion of the Rumble.
Of the Rumble. Aria Opaline.
Tell me about her.
I knew I wanted to be the girliest girly pop to ever girly pop because I feel like a lot of the femme and they femme players often become dude bros.
Little boys and bros. Little boys and bros.
It's the funniest phenomenon. I was like, I will make a woman that is so woman. Like Sue Sylvester style.
Yes.
And that's how Aria Opaline came about, and just the phrase pop star paladin came into my head.
So good.
And then we used to make a lot of bits about Eldritch Blast on the podcast. And so I was like, maybe her hit song is having an Eldritch Blast. I was like, okay, then she has to be a little bit of a warlock. And so I made a deal with the devil to get her single off the charts kind of thing.
Yes.
And that's how she was born. And I just went deeper and deeper. And I did some terrible makeup trying to make myself look pink. I mostly look sunburned, but you know what? We got there, showed up. Great. I honestly, I know Jacob Jeffries because we worked on another project together, and I ran into him in Los Feliz and was like, hey, Jacob Jeffries, he's an incredible musician on his own. You should listen to his album. He just had an album come out. He tours with Wolfpack all the time, but he also is an earworm machine. I've never seen someone so good at making
like the hook.
A hook. He made this Teen Titans movie song that like was a huge like sound for a second. Anyway, he's a genius. I was like, my God, can you make me this pop song? And we kept being like, yeah, we'll do it. And it never happened. But one day, having an Eldritch Blast will be made. I don't know if it'll be with him. I don't know where it'll be, but
I mean, if he doesn't get around to it, new pub sing project, and we'll just find someone to bring in an electric guitar, and we'll make it happen.
Yes. And then good. I was so glad. I think I lost that first one.
No, you won right away immediately. Yeah, because you're a season 3 champ. So
oh my God. Yeah, because the people loved her. Because how could you not? And I remember these guys that have been back a bunch since it was their first Rumble, and they bought the pound for pound pool noodle that helped me win.
Clutch.
I was about to lose without it, and instead I won.
Possibly one of the most spectacular uses of a magic item.
Killed Steve to do it.
So dead.
He was like so humble about it. He was like, you did the right thing, but like, I can't believe it's not me. And I was like, I know, man. Like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. For people that are unaware, the pound for pound pool noodle is an incredible magic item that I made.
Yes.
That
props
fully sends back the damage dealt to the person who dealt it.
Twice as hard, I think.
Twice as hard. Which
and I think
honestly
he crit.
Maybe a little OP. Yeah, he crit, and it was an insane amount
like
of damage.
35 or something.
And then
like
you
that.
doubled it to like 70, and just decimated him, which is bad. And yeah, not an item I allow to be in the bag often, but sometimes there's you just know there's the right mix of players where it won't get used necessarily obscenely, and that was truly clutch.
It was so insane.
It was very good.
But
and
it was
you like got up and walked around talking. It was like you came around the table, which nobody I think has done except for you.
Awesome. Love that.
Very good. Showmanship.
It was mostly because Beverlee had to take a lap because I couldn't believe what had just happened. Because
to take the stress of
you ain't got the
streaming
juice
for more than an hour tonight. Yikes.
But yeah, that was so exciting. And it was like really cool to see sort of the promise of the premise of the Rumble coming to fruition of like the audience can affect the game in a huge way. Like I would have lost without that magic item that someone decided to like take a chance on.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
100%. And then you survived eliminations, got to the Champ of Champs match.
Yep.
And I did possibly the worst thing I've ever done, which is I created an actual dungeon crawl. Possibly the worst thing until this past round.
Which was another dungeon?
Well, but not a dungeon crawl, just a lot of doors.
Just a dungeon of doors.
Just a dorgeon. Doors.
A dorgeon, if you will.
Yeah. Tons of doors. Another doors.
Another door.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta know from the player perspective, how did that feel? 3 years of Rumbles, nothing but like rage in a cage, and then I presented you with a dungeon crawl.
I mean, my brain was like, how do I get far and kill? I was like, how do I do this? And then there was that blade slinger bard, and they could like run so far. Kai could like get so far. And so after a certain point, I was like, I mean, Kai's just gonna run. Like, I'm just gonna start hitting people. Like, I can't be held back like this. Arya needs blood. Like, let's go. I have this freaking great axe. Let me help it. Or battle axe. I always want to say great axe, but it's battle axe because it's her guitar. So I just know it's an axe.
Yeah. His axe.
Yeah, I was like, I was very torn about, because you have so little time, but I was like, I just got to make decisions fast. I'm like, I'm going to start hitting people again. I did a little bit of exploring, and then I was like, no. And then we got a bunch of weapons, and we all had a cool sword. So that was fun.
Everybody had some good shit for a minute there. It's awesome. And then
we started a girl group.
Started a girl group, which is great.
Glitter Gangrene girl group.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
You still came out of there with friends.
Somehow.
Lore.
I know. Menorah reaching from beyond the grave.
Oh, man. Okay. Looking ahead, season 5. What's next? So Arya was the girliest of girly pops. The next one is going to be the manliest of manly pops.
Hercules. No. I want someone like out for blood. I don't know what it's going to be, because I want the vibe of a monster truck rally, but with the like veneer of D&D. So I was like thinking about some sort of bloody cleric nun, that was a combo that was coming to my mind recently.
I mean, we've only had like 2 clerics.
I know, and that's very appealing to me. What have we had the least of? Clerics. And then what's next? Do you know what I mean?
I'd have to go through the roster at this. I have not updated the roster recently.
That's fair.
I mean, but probably Rangers.
Yeah.
Because I like Rat King and Rat King 1, but Rat King is like one of the only Rangers we've ever had.
So crazy.
Yeah, wild. Not a lot of Rangers. Lots of barbarians, rogues, fighters, monks. The hitties, which is part of why not to talk about me more, but for this championship, why I set a lot of challenges to be like for wisdom and charisma and intelligence. Yeah. Like, I know what the game is set up to do, so I wanted to like force people to think about the other side.
Yeah.
Which,
I want to do something. Yeah. I don't want to be a fighter. I don't want to be a barbarian. They're too hard for my brain.
Really so easy. It's just rage and hit.
I know. But it's more about the creative brain where I'm like,
Sure.
I can't just rage and hit again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. And please don't. Please do something different. I beg you. I know I've set up a game where hitting is winning, but do something interesting.
Do it different.
Say
it different. Say it different. Do same, say different.
Same, different. Yeah, I was trying to think.
I love monks, but I feel like we've had so many
monks.
I mean, for me, when I saw the frog puppet ninja monk, I was like, monks are off the table. That's the perfect monk. I don't want any other monks.
Pretty good.
I don't remember that character's name, but I love that character. I think about that character almost every raffle.
Yes. Gung, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. I should know. Everybody has 17 names, and I am not responsible for keeping track anymore. No.
It's not your fault.
I've done this to myself.
It's like when I worked on this immersive show where everyone had a fake name, their character name that they were playing in this immersive play, and then the person who was playing all those people's name. And I never learned that third one. So I'm like still friends with all these people, and I'm like slowly getting their real names. But I'm like, that's Jacob, but what's his real name? But yeah. Yeah, I really want to do something bloody. I want everyone on my side because they also want blood.
Yes, please, yes.
Which is not something I've done yet.
No, just blatant bloodthirstiness. I think that'll be really fun to see for you.
Like Talia. I feel like that was what was so great about Talia.
Yeah. Although still managed to have a really cool character arc, which is, I wonder, metally, I wonder how much, the people coming to Rebels think about or care about. It's one of my regrets that we're not doing more Rumble Ventures because I want people to be able to see more of that storyline. Like that's part of why Talia developed is because in the early days when I had more free time, we had more Rumble Ventures.
Yeah.
And hey, friends, that's the hope. So, stick around on this channel. Maybe more will be coming.
Yay!
But thinking about community, both the people that watch us and the people we play alongside, where do you see yourself in the tabletop community? Like, do you feel like you're really a part of it, or do you feel like you're on the fringes, or where do you want to be if you feel like you're somewhere else?
That's a great question. I do feel on the fringes just because so much of what I've done has been in the comedy space, and like 1P D&D is also from, I guess T and I know each other from college, but also very much the comedy space. And so it is very interesting. I have all these tertiary connections, like meeting Angelique and Kiri is like a great example of, I got brought into this thing, and of course everyone's super welcoming, but I was like, this was here the whole time? This is great. Like, I could have been going to the Red Fair with all these people. And then I got involved with Pick Your Poison. Now I feel like I'm very much a part of it. But there are still parts where I'm like, man, like I love doing live TTRPGs and would love to do more of it, but it's hard, A lot of the groups are shooting other places too. But I have so many ideas and like things I want to do and produce, and like in time, I think I'll have the wherewithal and time to do it. But yeah, it's been a really extraordinary experience, like coming into Pick Your Poison 4 years ago, and then just getting introduced to all these people and then being a part of it, which is something I wanted to do forever. Like I've been trying to do D&D since I heard it was an option. I don't even know when. Yeah, I feel like I'm a person who's like constantly like, I want to do the thing. Like I want to be out there already. Probably a what's it called? A symptom of like not leaving my hometown for too long. Even though I really wanted to. But yeah. What about you?
Oh,
I'm flipping it right back on.
We don't have time for all that. You know what? No,
fair enough.
Like one time, what we should do is probably with you, because you're the person who knows me the best. We'll just do a reverse.
Flip it,
and I'll let you
around.
drive the car.
Okay, great. Right into the ocean.
you just remember this.
Okay,
it'll come back. No, but like, okay, project wise, is there a top of mind project you would feel comfortable discussing that is something like either you would love to produce on Pick Your Poison channel or adjacent to this conversation?
I don't know if it'd be for Pick Your Poison, but I really want to play, and I would probably DM it because this game is hard and weird, which is like really what keeps me from it because I have like a year's worth of learning a game to do.
Okay.
I really want to do Edge of the Empire. I want to do a Star Wars thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My favorite actual play podcast is Campaign Star Wars, and it's for Chicago comedians doing Star Wars, and it starts out very funny and it ends up being pretty moving and like has some really good storylines and Star Wars stuff in it. And that game is really crunchy, unfortunately, especially in the leveling of it all. But the part that's really awesome is it has those special dice where you can succeed or fail roll, but you can also get a triumph or a despair, which is like a crit. It's like a success plus. And then there's also like advantage or there's like smaller successes where you fail what you were trying to do, but something good happens. And I think it makes like for a more cinematic gameplay type thing.
Do you want to do that like another podcast or like a filmed thing or live, or you're not sure yet?
I think the next thing I want to do, I have to do filmed, which is why
fair.
It's a way away because that's a whole other bag of worms.
I got somebody who's interested in helping film shit and might have space.
Let's freaking
Name
go.
Starts with D and ends with annual.
Good to know.
Shop that way. Sweet. Well, we will fully support that when you do it, and can't wait to see it because that'll be some sick shit. I love Star Wars.
Me too. I love Star Wars.
Man.
And I feel like they keep not doing it.
Yeah. Like,
but they did a little,
or like
the shows.
Yeah.
Andor's amazing.
Sure, but it's not exactly a Star Wars.
It's not. It's rebellion.
It's the margins of Star Wars. Okay. Do you have a D20 anywhere nearby or handy, or can you do a digital one?
I have it close.
Okay.
Let me run into the background.
Okay. Beverlee, we'll be back. In the meantime, for those of you who've stuck through the tech trials or are watching this back later, go seek out Beverlee on all her things. I've dropped her link tree several times, and I'm going to drop it again. And you should go check her out because she's cool as shit. And she's been talking to me for an hour through tech trials. That's great. Hell yeah.
I don't know if it'll work, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so the last thing. The last thing I want to do with us here is at least one. I have a list of 20 prompts from dating websites.
Oh my God, amazing. So
you're just going to roll the dice and then we're going to see which prompt you get.
Hell yes.
Because Date with Destiny needs a dating question.
I'm enjoying our date. 7.
Feel free to answer this as honestly or as comedically as necessary. Why did I put this on the list? If I were president, ... Mm-hmm. You want to fill in the dots?
Oh, that's the end of the question.
That's the
I thought
prompt.
there was more coming.
Nope, it's like a hinge prompt.
Like,
if I were president, ... Yep. Fill it out for us.
Okay. What to say on the internet out loud?
Might live forever.
If I were president, pizza would be free.
Oh, great. Tell me more. How do you work that into your tax plan?
The end.
Yeah, great. Incredible. Do you want to roll again? Is that
say more?
I'm going to take that question off. Why did I do that?
A cursed question. Okay, one more time. Let's go.
4 months ago, it might have seemed funnier.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I think you've kind of already answered.
If I were president.
If I were president. No. 20 is, I'm really nerdy about ... I
mean, right now it's Shakespeare, baby. I am obsessed with Shakespeare. Was it last year? Oh, no, now it was 2 years ago. We went to Stratford-upon-Avon, where Shakespeare was born, and I got to go visit his grave, where he is, supposedly, and we stayed in, like, an ancient, like, inn where he definitely had lunch with the owner. Like every business in Stratford upon Avon is like, here's the story of when Shakespeare came here. For sure that happened.
Yeah. He threw out his trash in this bin once.
Definitely. Like all of them.
Yeah.
It'll be like a Radio Shack and they're like, this is where he brought his first pair of headphones. Yeah, I love Shakespeare. I picked up Wishbone, Romeo and Juliet out of a library when I was in 4th grade and was like, this is it. This is the thing. I love this thing. And I will willingly waste my time in it. That's a Shakespeare quote.
Wait, I'm sorry. Look, if you picked it up in the library, does this mean you weren't watching Wishbone as it aired?
No, I was watching it too.
Okay. Oh, thank God. I was like, I didn't think we were that far apart in age.
I don't think, no, we're not. And I don't think I'd seen a Shakespeare one or like it hadn't processed in my brain.
Sure.
But I loved the books because they were just doing book stuff and then there was a dog to explain it to you. And yeah, I've been obsessed ever since. In school time, like high school and stuff and junior high, anytime we had to do a scene for class, I would just pick the one with swords because I'd been to a Ren fair at that point and I had wooden swords. So I did the Mackers one, I did the Hamlet one. Yeah, I love it. And I'm playing 2 of my dream roles within a month of each other right now.
We talked about one. Can you please talk about, because I think the other Shakespeare show you're doing is actually way nerdier.
Yes, it's so much nerdier and like truly everyone should come to it. It's going to be worse than our February 1st show. That's why I haven't been talking about it as much. And also just like order of operations of it all. Sure. But on February 1st, we're doing a very classy date night version. Much Ado About Nothing live jazz band come through at the Roguelike Tavern. It's going to be incredible. And then March 4th, stop up by the 3 clubs to witness Henry IV Part 1 done like Dune. I am playing Hal. I'll give you a guess what Dune character I'm going to play when I do it. And it's going to be incredible. And that cast is also amazing. Amanda Noriko is in it.
Another PYP cast
Another PYP cast member. I won't reveal anyone else.
Former champion.
For the small boy. I'm trying to remember their character.
No.
Cool.
A halfling. So okay. Yes, a small being.
Small. But different. It's a little bit different.
But I should know their character name. Anyway, was they.
You've only had hundreds of characters. It's not your fault.
Halfling owner of a local brewery.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the backstory.
Beer halfling.
Yeah, beer halfling.
But yeah, Dune.
Hiya.
Henry the Fourth.
Sorry.
Nope, good. Dune, Henry the Fourth Part 1, March 4th at 3 clubs. It's going to be sloppy and weird and fun.
So good. Can't wait. Very good. 10 out of 10. And also just because this is about us and it's our date, I do want to praise and talk about on the Pick Your Poison YouTube channel is a Midsummer Night's Dream done in like 45 minutes in the old LA Zoo Griffith Park area, wherein you play one of our fine lovers.
I think I'm Lysander.
You're Lysander. My brain was going Leonardo, no. No.
Still no. Nope. Still Leonardo.
Yep. Still Leonardo. No, that's the other one.
It's
Lysander.
Good. That makes sense. That switch.
Yeah.
No, as Lysander, Sarah is an incredible Puck.
It's the one time I cast myself in a big role. I was like, I'm gonna be Puck. Fuck it.
You should.
It makes sense as the producer of crazy Park Shakespeare.
Narrator.
Just be like, I'll just narrate and be Puck. It's fun.
It was so fun.
It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. And what I love about that production is our friend's very small child being so disruptive.
Yes.
The whole time.
Titania's very small child.
Titania's tiny fairy child. Truly
so
probably her first introduction to Shakespeare. And wouldn't it be crazy if that is her wishbone?
Oh. Not me crying in the club.
No. Me sobbing last night. Have you watched Hamnet?
No, I haven't watched it yet. It's on my list of things to buy, but
Are you SAG?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't go to the movie theater because I learned that I don't like it, so I purchased the whole movie instead to support.
Art, but I thought
it's
maybe your household had a SAG person, and then you can watch it on the new streamer, apparently.
Oh, cute.
That's what we did, so I could cry on the comfort of my own couch.
Love that. Yeah, because everyone's like, I thought it was going to be a love story. And I was like, I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't gonna be a fun little rom-com, but I've heard it's like crying the whole time. So I've prepared myself and I'm excited.
Yeah, let me just, for our audience at home, you know, anyone who's watched this fun little interview, maybe this won't do anything for you, but Bev and I had the privilege of going to see Huzzah the musical live.
Yes.
And I mean, just strains of that, and thinking about art and making art when art needs to be made, and the endurance of art. And you know, and then this weekend, as I was telling you before stream, I went to see my magician friend doing his residency shows at the Stanley, and all of his shows are about the endurance of story and storytelling, and you're never truly dead until your story stops being told. So then I'm sobbing on my couch about like, and he lives forever because Hamlet is still being done. So I don't think that's a spoiler, because that's obviously what
Wait, he dies?
Oh my god. You as a Shakespeare scholar, you might know. Yeah.
Is this play about us? Hamlet.
Yeah. No, Huzzah, is this play about us? That was that whole feeling for 2 hours. Anyway.
That musical's great. If you get a chance to see it, go see it.
We talked about everything.
We did it all.
No subject left off the table. But is there anything left you want to say?
I love you so much. I'm so glad this company exists.
So am I. I'm so glad you're a part of it. Me casting is always the selfish question of, can I put Beverlee in this?
That is an honor.
You have been in every type of project we've done, with the exception of the original. We have yet to do a drinking game theater over Zoom in the middle of a pandemic.
Don't say it too loud.
Hopefully, never
the world
comes to
will hear
pass.
us. Yeah.
But of our live shows, you've been a part of every single one at some point.
What a joy. What a treat.
Awesome. So if that doesn't recommend this incredible performer to you, I don't know what will, folks. Like I said earlier, go find her link tree, find and follow her everywhere.
Follow me.
Beverlee is incredible. She can do it all.
I do it all.
D&D, comedy, improv, actual film that I can't stand, but she do it, and she do it well, and she's available on Amazon Prime.
Available on Amazon Prime. Go to the Santa Barbara International Film Festival next month.
Oh, fuck yeah.
She's booked and busy. Needs representation. Call me.
And you know what? The agent who's watching us right now on Twitch is going to call you.
Ring, ring.
Followed shortly by Lauren.
Oh my God. Guillermo's going to love that joke.
He's absolutely gonna adore it. I think that's it. I think that's about all my home internet can handle.
I love it.
Thank you for doing this.
Of course.
You're a rock star. I'm gonna roll credits, and then you and I will sign off. But we're signing off for everybody else for now. Good night. Thank you for watching. If you're watching now, or you're watching this one that's available later on video on demand or YouTube, thanks. And yeah, if you're in the LA area, you have so many chances to catch Beverlee live and in person over the next month. So fucking do it.
Starring in something.
Starring. It's gonna be awesome. Get after it. Buy some tickets. Support artists.
It's all free. Don't buy the tickets. Just come.
Oh, shit. Tip big.
Tip.
Just send Beverlee.
You can hand me money.
All right.
It's at Beverlee, like my name on Venmo. You're welcome.
Incredible. Bye.